Here, dozens of crews responded to a brush fire in Roxborough this afternoon.
And we know the response was actually hindered by strong winds and a lack of rain. Action News reporter Caroline Goggin live for us from Roxborough with the very latest on what we're learning about this. Caroline.
Gray and Shari, you can see behind me some fire crews. They're still out here in Roxborough tonight. That makes this about 10 hours the crews have been out here on the scene in this area of Roxborough. They tell us they got the fire under control around 5:15 this evening. But as you mentioned, the deputy fire commissioner told us earlier tonight that this weather, the lack of rain and the strong winds helped to fuel these flames. It was just after noon when smoke started filling the air in Roxborough.
We got multiple calls for different areas.
Fire crews responded to Port Royal Avenue and Nixon Street to find a brush fire burning.
We immediately went all hands, which is all of our companies in service.
They spent hours focused on the land between Port Royal and Shawmont Avenues, assisted by partners from Montgomery County, like this truck from Upper Marion. All of them dealing with the challenges of fighting this fire.
As you see hills here, a lot of dense trees, a lot of water problems we're having.
Because there weren't hydrants in the areas impacted, firefighters were forced to run hoses through people's yards and up hills and gravel roads. By 1:40 this afternoon, they struck a second alarm for backup. An hour later, they struck a third alarm. In total, about 120 firefighters were on hand as the brush fire threatened a nearby home.
We did have one structure that was compromised. Again, we were able to put water out on that fire. Not too much damage, some minor damage to the structure.
Bomer also says 2 firefighters were injured, but they are expected to be okay. He tells us the recent weather, coupled with today's wind, created a recipe for disaster.
No rain, just dryness of what we've been dealing, and then the mild 40. We're anticipating 40-mile-an-hour winds for the rest of the night.
And that's exactly why fire crews have remained out here on scene tonight in Roxborough, trying to make sure there aren't any hot spots from this brush fire. We're told the cause of this fire is currently under investigation by the fire marshal's office. They're trying to figure out where exactly the brush fire started and what sparked it. We're live in Roxborough tonight. I'm Caroline Goggin for Action News at 10 on PHL 17. Shari?
Yeah, our firefighters working in those conditions today with the wind. Caroline, thanks. Visit